Clement Attlee, political power gain. It's not just the workhorse that does it. We could also reduce the naval research time. 20% cheaper destroyers and frigates. That is really cheap. I can't say no to that. Be realistic. And you know what, if it's going to be a similar thing for fighters... We need the tank board for the tank buffs. We still need the Ministry of Labour. %20 factory up. Oh, we need to be total mobilisation for that. So probably better wages and then maybe eventually into workforce conscription. How long until the Ark Royal, or the whatever the ship is? It was the Ark Royal. Soon. Oh, a week. And a bit. Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to say that I'm going to need... You know what? No, focus on getting me some more convoys. I think that is going to be useful. So once the Ark Royal is done, we'll start working on the convoys. And then we need to take a look at our fleets, because you've already got 3 carriers. I'm guessing the Ark Royal is a... Oh man, it's a big upgrade over the Courageous. Yeah, it's faster. 72 deck size too. Ark Royal is quite significantly better than the Courageous, so I think I'm going to put that in the home fleet for now. Because there is only one carrier and it's the old one. There's the research, and standard industry as well, which was you. So I'm going to stick one of these onto decimetric radar to get that going now. Which I think will actually be done just about in time for 38. Start working on better artillery, seeing as we're investing pretty heavily in that. And then we need a new focus. Now it's going to be time for the Shadow Scheme. And then probably reinforcing the Empire. Especially so we can get the Committee of Imperial Defense. That's going to be pretty important. The Air Ministry has come up with a brilliant suggestion for easier conversion of civilian factories into military ones. With the appropriate grants and loans to various key companies, their factories can be extended and adapted in advance to make the transition to military applications much smoother. This also would have increased civilian construction speed. I missed that. There it is. Japan declares war on China. So apparently they get Beijing just part of their event chain. That's interesting. Ah, here we go. We can ban the radicals. I think that might actually be a good use of our resources. Oh, that costs 250 to do the decision and 150 after that. Interesting. Following the Oyama incident, both Japan and China have blamed the other for escalating the growing tensions in China. Negotiations broke down after demands were issued to China to withdraw completely from Shanghai, which were flatly refused. After fighting in Beijing and Tianjin, Shanghai has now become the next battleground in the conflict that has erupted into a full-scale war. Habai Chaha join the Chinese United Front, so that's just China growing bigger. We could embargo Japan. Which I'm not going to be able to do for a little while. Embargoing Japan would definitely help China. But it would hurt our own economy, obviously. What's the Surrey class decision? It allows us to automatically gain access to 2 more building slots. I mean 2 more constructions of the Surrey class. But I don't know if it starts partially constructed or not. We can try. Shortly after the battles of Beijing and Tianjin, Chinese and Japanese forces exchanged small arms fire in districts across Shanghai. This confrontation led to months of brutal urban warfare with severe casualties on both sides. In the end, the dogged Chinese resistance was not enough to deter the Japanese forces. With 2 great victories under the Japanese belt, there seems no end to the war in the foreseeable future. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, literally just adds 2 units of Surrey class. Oh, I see why that is. It's because we can't actually click on them here. Because of the naval treaty. Oh no, we can. That might just be because the naval treaty has been... the escalator clause has been done. So that might be a pre-escalator clause decision, because I know that's been available from the start. The German Reich dominates Dutch trade negotiations. The Germans have expanded their influence over the Netherlands. That's not good. Especially as I have political power issues. Oh no, it's because I'm about to do the same. I had already pressed the button. I just wasn't sure if the button had finished pressing yet. Do the planes get automatically upgraded on the carriers? Yes. They will always use the most modern, unless you tell them not to. That's true, we do have the emergency political power button. Which will convert our command power. Which we might want to do. Main reason not to would be to recruit more commanders, but frankly we have a lot. Oh, and there's the Ark Royal. Excellent. So we were talking about adding the Ark Royal to the home fleet. You know what, this is the home fleet. Naval bombers are what I want more of. There we go, 25 and 47. Because it should be operating in friendly waters where there will always be fighter coverage. So I could potentially even make you 100% naval bomber. Nah. Yeah. Let's bring you down to 20. Increase you by another 5. There we go. You're mostly an anti-ship ship. And you should definitely join the home fleet. Alright, so who's going to be our commanders here? I think Somerville is going to be our Mediterranean commander. Cunningham is going to be our home fleet commander. Cunningham could even be the... oh no, actually Cunningham... Oh, he's already an advisor, so I can't use you for that. Okay, that's fine. Well, Charles Forbes is almost certainly going to be the cruiser commander, because he's already got fly swatter, which for some reason is what's required for cruiser captain in search pattern. I never understood why you need fly swatter to get the cruiser commander. And then the escorts. Could be Cunningham. It's definitely not Tovey. It's 100% not Tovey. We will never retreat these convoys. They will fight to the last. Yeah, it's not going to be Fraser either. Cunningham would be a really good escort commander. He's a gunnery expert though. Alright, Cunningham's going to be home fleet. Somerville is going to be Mediterranean fleet. Maybe Wills? No, Wills is going to be the submarine commander because he's got spotting. Which actually immediately leads to concealment expert and then smokescreen. Yeah, Wills is actually going to be a really good submarine commander. So it's just the escorts. Probably going to be Cunningham. The other Cunningham. Okay, that's all of them positioned. Where's Marksman? Ooh, all the way over there. This fleet is actually almost full already. We're getting us so many frigates. What focus are we doing? Oh yeah, Shadow Scheme, of course. 42 days. Yugoslavia requests the sale of aircraft. I will sell you tactical bombers. Because I don't actually build them, so you're not impacting my construction at all. And I should probably switch out your cavalry for motorized. In the tank brigades. This is going to cost me some of my military points, but I think that's worth doing. The only problem with this is those are light tanks, not heavy tanks. And I want to be building Matildas next year. So I'm going to hold off on doing that, because actually if I'm using heavy tanks, it's kind of okay if they're cavalry. Because heavy tanks aren't that fast. As long as I keep them around like 6 or 7 miles per hour, then they can just have cavalry support. And yeah, I definitely do have enough commanders for the emergency political power, so I might as well use it. By using our close ties to the country's military, we can gain additional leverage over our political opponents. This would gain us a small extra amount of short-term political influence, but most likely can only be pulled off once before having any consequences. And we could give refuge to the Italians. It's only a 1% boost. I'm going to go ahead and embargo Japan straight away. And I'm going to put the other point into boosting the Dutch to make sure that they stay loyal to us. Hey, guy with 3k hours here, don't build those tanks, they're bad. Which ones? Matildas? Shadow Scheme. Right, so that's that done. Or do you mean the tank divisions? In which case, yes, I agree, which is why I want to change them. No, I still don't want to do balance of power. Let's do reinforce the Empire. Our empire is vast, and despite our power weakly defended, to combat this we need to encourage the imperial patriotism throughout the realm. We are still losing. What are you doing? You just on a holiday at the moment? Go and spy in Hessen. Yes, I'm actively spying. Sipping my mojitos by the German beaches. While actually being in the Caribbean. We could also get some more political power gain from this. 30 days of plus 0.25. That does not make up the cost. Like, at all. Need to be like 0.5. Portugal seeks to purchase British ships. Yes, definitely. And we finished getting the better mortars. It is October 37. So we could start working on the Matildas. We could also go for the Egret, so that we can get the Black Swans. Let's do that. I want to see a quick comparison. So the Bittern class costs 900. So the costs do pretty sharply increase. Detection goes up only with the Black Swans. And that's probably because of the radar. The big difference with the Black Swan is the range increase. I think the Bitterns are fine just because of how cheap they are. Like, is the Black Swan +5 surface detection, not even submarine detection, surface detection, worth 400 production? Probably not. That's like another half of a Bittern. That's true, they do have double the depth charge. And a bit more anti-air. I mean, we can research them, we don't even necessarily need to build them. I think the Black Swan is mostly if we find that we can't go far enough out into the Atlantic. We should research them regardless, they're useful ships to have. And then we need to upgrade our AA. Which I'm quite happy to do because those AA are quite a lot better. At the moment I'm not that concerned about building more capital ships. Britain usually starts with more than enough. I will buy in a little bit of chromium from the French overseas territories. What is the Hong Kong societal integration? I've seen that pop up once or twice, then I've never actually seen it. Like, where is it? Am I just blind?